This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
But first, let's get to the Pre-Fixe, your weekly pop culture roundup.
Oh, Christopher, listeners, as we bid adieu to these last days of spring, and yes, it is still technically spring.
It doesn't make any sense, when you really think about it. It really does. The fact that June 21st is the start of summer, right? Isn't that what it is? That's
Something
the summer
like that,
equinox.
yeah. It's next week. They should
we're
move
in
it.
there.
Move it.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful time to be alive. It's a wonderful time to be in New York, home of the championship Knicks, which, as you've seen on the television, has truly taken over the city. It's been a wild and really fun week to be in New York.
The amount of Knicks fans that have come out of the woodwork that I didn't even know existed,
Oh, you're one of those.
Like people, no, I'm saying people that have never watched basketball before and don't know how
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm definitely one of them.
My team, I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, my team is a bit much, but loving New York, I'll go with, but I won't pretend to know anything about basketball.
Of course.
But it's intoxicating to be here because everyone's in such a good mood. And for people who love those sort of things, meaning sports, particularly children, it's like watching a core memory happen for those people was truly like a touching moment. And for adults, for the elderly who thought they would die never having a Knicks championship.
Well, and also, and it's also like you ride for your team and they're just terrible for your whole life. And then finally one day they're not. You know what I mean? That's like,
Which the good energy here is great, but it makes it worse that I have to deliver some terrible news at the top of our broadcast today. And that is that the JoJo Siwa cruise is sold out. Chris, I'm sorry to tell you and our listeners,
Dominic, we're going to get tickets now.
There are no staterooms available. Sorry, guys, there's no room left on my boat, but I promise you, I'm still not a dyke. Okay, have a good time on the trip. Enjoy yourself.
The fact that you have fully leaned into her being Cartman is incredible.
I don't know that I've never seen Cartman and JoJo Siwa in the same room together, so until such a date, they are the same.
Oh, God.
When that came across my desk and I put it in the chat, I sent it to some other people too, and almost everyone responded, who's going on this cruise?
No, but really when you think about it, good for her. One, good for her. Two, who's clamoring to be on the JoJo Siwa cruise?
Who's the audience? Like the kids that loved her when she was a kid, they have to be smart enough now to understand, this is a weird sort of celebrity.
And also, she's not popping the songs out. You know what I mean? She had couple songs where she did that dance. You know what I mean? Our favorite thing. But other than that, she's not bringing out the hits.
I can't sing a song that I know that do you remember when I invented gay pop and then decided I wasn't gay anymore? I'm carrying on Anne Heche's legacy. Okay,
no,
great joke.
Actually,
I'm loving it.
How dare you? Dominic.
What?
Anne Heche would be a great person to talk to with Aaron.
Wow.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Writing that down.
Hold on. Ill.
No, that's Dominic. I'm I'm shuddering. I'm shuddering.
I love that when it comes to speaking to the deceased, we have more than one person in our Rolodex to consult.
I'm putting Anne Heche, bold, all capitals, exclamation points.
I have so many questions for Anne Heche.
Fuck.
You know what my first question to Anne Heche is going to be? JoJo Siwa's a dyke, right, Anne? You can tell us from up above. Yeah.
What's happening on the other side with JoJo? What's the temperature of JoJo Siwa on the other side?
Are all the heaven lesbians laughing at JoJo Siwa's non-lesbian lesbian cruise? Wait, is that who's going on this cruise? Can you imagine if the people
closeted
who actually
lesbians
out lesbians? What if it was they just turned the JoJo Siwa cruise into an old-fashioned Rosie or Olivia lesbian cruise?
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. That's true. And P.S. on these cruises where these celebrities go, they get helicoptered in for one thing where they show up and wave hi and then leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My friend Lisa went on a Taylor Swift cruise. This was truly 20 years ago. It was before she was the biggest thing in the world. She was still very famous, but it was
before she was Madison Square Garden's favorite bride.
Yeah. Yes. Before, they were talking about Kanye taking the thing out of her hand and then Beyonce letting her.
So this is like
and
teenage
she like
Taylor
showed
Swift.
up at a port and was like, hi, and then was like, bye, and left. Like, that's what happens. It's not like she was there like doing the belly flop contest with all the like fat people that are like.
Did she even get on the boat, or did they just like meet her at an H&M in St. Thomas and then go back? Yeah.
She did get on the boat, but it was like, again, for like 3 hours. And then she was like, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Which like, sure. But like all this to say, if you're going on the JoJo Siwa cruise, like let us know. DM us.
Yeah,
please.
I would love, really.
Desperate.
And I'm not, when I say boots on the ground, given that this is a lesbian cruise, I mean some pretty thick combat boots on the ground.
Some Doc Martens on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. Getting back to the Knicks, obviously the two most beloved New Yorkers this week are Jalen Brunson and Mariska Hargitay, who basically are a couple as far as I'm concerned at this point. Mariska, last week before they were champions, I got on the a la carte and I was a little... I admit I was like, I think Mariska's doing too much. Now, it's like she's directly under Mamdani as the mayor of city at this point. I take back. I forgot why I was in love with her, and then
she's the deputy. She's the deputy mayor. Yeah, why not though? Why not?
Why not? If you want a good laugh, please look at Jennifer Lynn Lopez's Instagram for her reaction watching from her mansion in Los Angeles. Yes. It was like,
and
sweetheart,
it was like, there was also
48 hours ago, you were telling 80% of the people who live here that we weren't real New Yorkers. So I'm going to say, yeah, you're a dick. We don't want to. How dare you even respond to it after that?
Don't even, just don't.
P.S. I made it through 10 minutes of Office Romance and I wanted to set my building on fire so no one in it could watch it. It's exactly, I felt like I was mouthing the words along with it because, you know, when someone says, I wrote this rom-com for Jennifer Lopez, guess what it's not? Tennessee Williams. That's what it's not. It's truly, I wrote this for you, meaning I know what you're capable of. So go dry hump me on a desk in an office.
Was that getting you anywhere or no?
I didn't even get
You didn't get to it,
But I sent in the group chat. I put on Instagram as well the very provocative Subway ad of her like dry humping.
Yeah, with like, and her like her tuchus like up and like at attention in the second part of it. Yeah.
And I'm never one of these. I am not a false equivalency queen at all. However, I did think to myself, if Brett Goldstein was on top of her on a desk in a movie called Office Romance, it wouldn't have got made. And it certainly wouldn't have been in the Subway. Timothy Chalamet, there were watch parties all over New York. I guess in Radio City, in Madison Square Garden, on 225th Street in the Bronx. I was the only one who attended that one, but there was no fucking way I was leaving my apartment when all that shit was going on. Timothy Chalamet was at the MSG one. They showered him with champagne as though he were one of the Knicks. And of course, he had to be an asshole and just say, this is much better than the Oscars. Okay, well, we weren't going to give you one anyway, and now you're definitely not. So, toodaloo, TC.
It reminds me of, remember when the Super Bowl was here? Like here as in New York, which I'm not
barely.
Right now. Yeah. But like, I remember it being like, wow, this is like a once in a lifetime thing that's going to happen. And it was like, I remember there being so much stuff. And also the World Cup. P.S. I'm seeing random pictures of like my block in Hoboken and it's like shut down because people are like watching the World Cup on like screens outside that they're just like putting in the intersections. Like it's crazy.
That's how it was. I was down in the Village, not for the final game, but for the other Knicks games. And they had, at least the whole West Village was closed off. Everything by BAM and Brooklyn was closed off. Like the streets were just filled with people. And it'll probably be that way for World Cup for the next couple of weeks. 42nd Street is closed today from First Avenue to 12th Avenue. Because they're just leaving it open for shuttle buses to go back and forth to the stadium. And I'm getting alerts, you know, I'm traveling, performing in a couple of days, and I'm getting notices from Amtrak because there are games all over the United States. And they're like, if you're coming to Boston on this day, please be prepared to walk from the train station. You won't blah, blah, blah. It's clits be popping. Lots of sports happening right now.
I don't know how the hell I timed this perfectly to like be not in the city like during all of this. You know what I mean? In the sense of like, but truly by the skin of my teeth. Like, because that's the thing. Like, if I need to go anywhere, if I need to leave like Hoboken, Jersey City area to like go into New Jersey farther,
you
like
can't.
I can't. I would be stuck. Like I couldn't do it.
I don't believe today that I know I'm going to be wrong and people are going to DM me, but I'm like 90% sure that if you're a regular New Jersey Transit commuter, you don't get to do that
yeah,
today.
They're like,
it's
no,
only
like,
World
we're
Cup
not
people.
with you.
You have to have a
Like,
special ticket.
You just like are simply denying you access to like your mode of transportation.
Just hilarious. But I mean, everyone seems to be in a good mood. And the other big story, since we talk about celebrities here, I mean, now you're talking about people who are suddenly basketball fans and suddenly Knicks fans.
Yeah.
We're going to put Taylor Louise Swift in that fucking category.
Yeah, of course we are.
How dare the Knicks put her in I'm not even going to go off about it too much. I don't want to have an aneurysm, but her being in the front row was stunty. I mean, I'm just assuming that she was scouting the venue for her upcoming.
Which no, LOL. No, literally. She's like, I'm the queen of this now. So like, hi. You know what I mean? Even if she doesn't get married there, it's still like she's now inextricably linked with the Madison Square Garden, the most famous venue in the world.
I just sent you a story right before. Did you see? I put in the group chat where there's apparently, I mean, I still am not convinced that it's true that she's getting married in MSG. I think TMZ is in on this with her to just throw everyone off the scent.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But today, TMZ is running with the story that there's a giant stage being constructed by a facility in Pennsylvania that they're going to ship here, and that her and Frazier are going to get married on.
That is so, there's just I just don't believe it. I just don't. I'm sorry.
I'm on the 50-yard line, if I may use a sports reference.
I have to go. I have to leave everyone. Goodbye. This podcast is not being hosted by a ghost. Goodbye.
I know. I want to believe it, but it just seems so, just even unnecessary. Even like it seems, this is the thing. It seems like something Donald Trump would do. Not
and
Taylor Swift.
Losery for her to do it.
A little bit. Or do it in one of your husband's stadiums. Do it where his team plays. Like why do it here? We don't have enough shit going on this summer, Taylor Swift.
There's no way. There's no way. Why is it? She's doing it in like a literal castle in Rhode Island. There's no way you're going to right?
That would be my choice if I'm her. Yeah. It just seems like such a waste of time, but
it's also like, but for real. And I'm not trying to be like precious, but like, that's an extremely big concern if she's getting married at Madison Square Garden and like, we're to assume that it's going to be a star-studded like wedding. Like when she came to Margaret Qualley and what's his name's wedding in the Jersey Shore, like the whole Jersey Shore shut down. Like it was like the amount of people flocking to like try to see her was like, it like caused havoc. You want to talk about Knicks shutting down the freaking whole city? Like it would be that again.
Yeah.
Would it not?
I will say that. Yeah. No, I think I know
I'm being crazy, but like,
no. I half agree with
crazy.
You.
Like,
I think it'll be gridlock in Midtown when it's happening. But as far as like the actual venue, maybe that's why she did choose it, because there is established security there. She'll have to hire overtime.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Please. That's
I don't know.
Maybe
it's more of like she wants a vault. I don't know. She's not going to fill it. I mean, she's not going to bring 25,000 people to the wedding. It's supposedly.
I know, it's also like, imagine it being that big and you being like, hello. You're being like, Taylor,
getting
take
lost.
you. Yeah. Like,
I'm sorry I missed the ceremony. I was on the other side of Madison.
Yeah, I was getting a chili cheese dog in like section 324. Like,
well, apparently she made up with Kylie Jenner. I didn't know they were feuding, but people were losing their minds online because they hugged at the Knicks game. Kylie Jenner, of course, the second biggest Knicks fan in the world behind Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Also, too, they had the Haim girls, which I love them, but like they were all in the front row with her. And I'm like, you guys are all like from LA, like famously from LA. Like what?
Yeah, I know. I mean, Mariska was literally, to answer the question that many people DM'd me about, how is Mariska on Broadway and at the games? On the nights when she's had a show, she has not done autographs out back. She literally walks off the stage and into an SUV and heads over to Madison Square Garden. So she did do her show the nights that she was at MSG, but she just
hightails it out of there.
If you were hoping to get an autograph, you'll have to wait for Tracy Ellis Ross to take over the role after July 4th. By the way, we'll be in Provincetown, Christopher and I, in just a few weeks. So I'll be performing the month of July at the Red Room in Provincetown. Christopher and I will be there together the week after July 4th. We have been very public about our P-Town movie list, which we're going to do a special Patreon episode about. We're going to be, I mean, if the weather's nice, we're going to get to 2 of these movies. I know that we're secretly hoping for 2 rainy days so we could stay in and watch some of these things. Thank you for all your suggestions. We are going to be doing a Patreon episode, we'll be documenting the trip as much as possible. But, you know, if you've not been to P-Town, you famously have heard us talk about the daily tea dance, which takes place at the boat slip. And they have unveiled 3 new themed tea dances in Provincetown this year.
This is menace. P.S. This is menace worthy, is what it is.
It's menace behavior. And when I tell you that these new teas are fixing famous people coded, it's like they listened to the podcast and they said, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to do a tea dance that is heated rivalry themed, which this is going to be happening a couple of times over the summer. Check your local listings.
That's going to be, that's a pole-to-pole situation if I've ever seen one.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be.
We're going to see someone getting like ridden from behind. Like we're going to be seeing the scenes being reenacted in the middle of broad daylight. And
people will be fucking each other in the pool with actual hockey sticks and no one will stop them. And we will look at the owners of the boat slip saying, you asked for this. Like, you truly asked for this. You know what I will be doing during that tea dance? I'm going to get there early so I can get one of those poolside tables. You and I should get there very early so we can get a table like Statler and Waldorf and make fun of everybody. Yes. And we will call our private party seated rivalry, because I am not participating in any sort of sports-themed gay dance. No. Go Knicks, but no, that's not my thing. However, there is another tea dance that they're starting this summer called the Real Housewives tea dance. I wouldn't even know. I don't know where to begin with planning an outfit to this, but I've spoken with several group chats about if a group of us aren't going to dress as Teresa Giudice's daughters, I'm not going. Like, that's the only costume I want, is that we're all identical in little black dresses and long black wigs.
I think that we need to just dress as ourselves during famous scenes that have played. I think we need to put our dicks on the table. I think we should wear clothes that and be like, I wore this shirt when Luann said, to be cool, don't be all uncool. This is what I was wearing because I am Real Housewives.
What if we put iPads around our necks, carry them around, and just FaceTime with all the housewives that we are actually friends with and just blow everyone's mind? Like, I want to wear real life Kim Zolciak as a pendant.
Like Kim,
as a digital pendant. Yeah. First of all, she'd fucking love that. I am going to call her.
Call you should.
Margaret Josephs, a friend of this pod, a former guest, she would do it. Dorinda would
be like, yes.
And they'd all do it.
They'd all do it. And again, when I met Kim and literally saw her I didn't even say, hi, my name is Chris. I touched her, which is wrong. And I said, Dominick Pupa. Like, the first words out of my mouth were Dominick Pupa. When I tell you she lit up like a Christmas tree, like you know what I mean?
You know what? Kim Zolciak is a Christmas tree. First of all. She arrives as one. I do love her. We got to get her on
And again, when I saw her facially, we were in
a different story.
A great place.
It's a different. I say this with love.
Yes,
I say this with love. Like Luann, who I don't believe has procedurally done the things that Kim has admitted to doing.
God, no.
Just better looking. I mean, Kim's is quite striking in person in a way that she's not on television. She's just not.
No, but she was on, like,
I should say that. She does look good on television.
But we were like, when she was on, when she was like pretending to bang Chet Hanks.
Oh, God.
On like the Surreal Life or whatever.
I got dykes on the brain as usual. Sorry. Remember when Kim was a lesbian for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Just like
when
JoJo?
all of them were. Remember when all of them were? Remember when Danielle Staub showed up with that woman and was like singing that weird song? Remember that? Never forget. No, when she was like on the Surreal Life, I was like ruh-roh. But then in person again, wow. I think we got back on the right track in the best way.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And again, it's known for wearing wigs, but has a full head of beautiful hair.
I know. I won't even say it because I've said it so many times.
It's so crazy. It's like me wearing a prosthetic penis. It's like, for what? There's already so much there. Why add to it?
But like, when I tell you, like, I'm like, what? 17 years old, probably on the edge of my seat, as if like she's gonna take that wig off and that she was had like an acid burn on her face. Do you know what I mean? Like that she was in an accident with a lawnmower that like ruined her whole life, and then for her to have the exact same hair underneath.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, my hairs are standing up right now. That you're like, I'm 17 years old watching the scene, and I'm the queen.
You were there.
Produced, facilitated, and shot that scene, and I'm reacting. My future pod co-host is sitting there as a clitoral child,
a minor,
right, watching this, and we're having the same reaction 20 years apart and 2,000 miles away, where she walks out of that bathroom and I'm literally like, I thought you were going to take the wig off. And she said, I did. And I was like, I don't understand women at all. That's why I'm the person I am, apparently. You do you. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Crazy moment. Speaking of wigs and insanity, we bring you our first real story of the day, back again with a vengeance. Tyra Louise Banks
Dominic
is suing Netflix for defamation because of the America's Next Top Model documentary. Baby! I don't want to say we didn't see this coming, but I was a little unsure, like, if she would just let it die with all the other shit people say about her, but
No, we would be fine. We would be fine.
She doesn't need to do this. She doesn't. This is the thing, Tyra, come here. This didn't affect your reputation at all. No one thinks differently about you now than they did before watching this. It was what we all already knew, but we were just listening to it. So Tyra, an executive producer of all 18 seasons, more than that,
no,
right?
more than that, like 22 or something, yeah.
And the owner of her own production company, a television producer, part of the suit complains that she did a 3.5-hour interview and they only used 16 minutes of it.
Welcome to TV, baby.
My love, what do you think? What do you think everyone's doing in those edit bays? What do you think the producers are doing? What a strange thing to say in a lawsuit. They only use 60 minutes. Did you think they were just going to stream your interview
live? But then you say that and I'm like, yeah, she did actually think that. That's the problem, is that like an ice cream empire as she is building. You know what I mean? Like she did think they were going to stream her 3-hour interview. Therein lies the real problem, is that she did think that. And
why did the mentally ill keep bidding billions of dollars in fame? And here we are in our black tank tops and our Amazon microphones making fun of them like they're the problem. And we're like, I'm taking Amtrak to the Boston during the World Cup so I can tell jokes at a gay bar, and I'm making fun of Tyra Banks. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, getting back to it.
But I will say the comments were like, baby, this is what, like, you're getting the treatment that you gave to every person that went on America's Next Top Model, and now you're upset about it, which I'm like, I have to tip the hat to all those people. Because
the funny thing is that Adrian Curry, who won the first season, was famously actually supportive of Tyra when the documentary came out. She was like, she's taking way too much shit. We all knew what we were doing. We all knew blah, blah, blah. Well, she announces this lawsuit and Adrian Curry gets back on socials and goes, baby. She's like, no, she's like, it's a little hilarious that you're complaining about the edit, which is what every contestant who's ever been on the show has complained about. Yeah. So don't, you're looking a little crazy right now. Now, if Adrian Curry is saying that Tyra looks crazy, Houston, we have a problem. Like you're like, you are. Come on, Ty.
And again, where is this going to go? It's going to go but the way of Justin Baloney and fucking what's her name, Blake Lively. You know,
and exactly.
Like it's we're never going to go to. We're never going to trial. We're never going to trial for this. We're going to hear all these updates of like the judge struck down X, Y, and Z, and then this, and like the 30 counts are now only 3 counts, and the blah blah. You know what I mean? That's what this is going to be. And I get like there were, when I was reading some of it, there were things where it was like, oh, like the 3 other, like, you know, Miss J, Mr. J, and Nigel are all like consultants, and I wasn't a consultant, and blah, blah, blah. Like there are some things where I'm like, okay, that's like kind of something, you know, but I don't know. It's it's not enough.
I'm sure it's in other places, but I read this extensive For People magazine article where she like, they had
extensive for people.
For people. Yeah. Like as far as like a real like deep dive goes.
No, sure.
But she sort of goes point by point in her lawsuit about everything. And she's like very upset that Miss J was saying that she hasn't seen Tyra since the diagnosis and then all of her strokes. And Tyra puts forth as evidence a Merry Christmas text. See, I have reached out to him. It's like, this feels so desperate. And it you know how desperate it feels? It feels more desperate than hot ice cream. That's how desperate
yes. It's also too late. You're like bringing this back. We were over this. Like we did it. We were there. And then we were like, whatever. Anyway, you're bringing, this should have been day one that it was released, that you watched it and then put out that Christmas text.
And because it was too late before the documentary even aired. Like our opinions about the show and her and all the harrowing incidents that happened on it, our opinions didn't change. They just were sort of solidified when we watched it. No one left that saying, oh my God, I have a completely different opinion of the angelic America's Next Top Model. It's like, just made people feel fat and ugly. We already knew that.
Honestly, remember when it came out, we were both like, they didn't go hard enough on them. Like we were like, they got let off easy on this. You know what I mean? And so, and then the fact that you're bringing it back, again, the minute it hits the airwaves and she knows that Miss J was like, you didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like oh, she didn't come see me. That's when you hit the Christmas text on your Instagram story. Not in a lawsuit.
Well, Tyra, good luck. We look forward to following this 2 years, just for 2 years, just like Christopher said, and watching it dissolve in Blake and baloney. It's just not. But through all of this, by the way, isn't she relaunching? Wasn't that part of it?
Well, I think
back for another season.
No, because I think that she thought this was going to be her springboard to redo the show. And then when it aired, everyone was like, well, no, we can never bring this back. Now look how terrible this was. I think it ruined her chances of doing it, and now she's mad.
Well, the only advice I can give you, Tyra, is if this does go forward, don't dress like Inspector Gadget for the trial. Whatever that trench coat was, line a birdcage with that. What
someone was like,
you're one of the most famous models in the world, and you show up looking like a flasher. This was the issue. You look creepy.
Someone wrote like, she's just mad she had to sit for 3 hours in this outfit and then only 60 minutes of it were used.
Maybe there were many outfits and they only used the one. Maybe there was a reveal after a reveal under that trench coat. That would explain it. Whenever someone's wearing a coat in an interior, all I think is that they have to leave, that they only have 5 minutes. So if
they're out of there.
Interviewed in outerwear, I'm like, we're catching you like outside a bodega or something now, right? Like this isn't sanctioned.
Like we lured you in here. Yeah. Like you fell into the interview chair and then you're just like,
never be over it. And to your point, she should have done it the day after because now
day of
here we are months later relitigating how terrible it was. No one's siding with her.
We were over
No one is saying boohoo Tyra Banks. Like I'm more worried for what's the name of the woman? I can't remember. Who was sexually assaulted
Shandy.
And they shot it. I'm worried for her because I felt like this was like as much as they could push that story was like the documentary, like the rehash, and then everyone go about their lives. But now this is going to have to be brought up all over again. And on a very real note, that's not healthy for a survivor of sexual assault because that's part of the lawsuit is that Tyra saying I absolutely did remember Shandy and the documentary makes it seem like I didn't. And that woman needs to be left alone forever. Like no one needs to bother her again. So Tyra, if you are the woman you say you are, just drop it. Just understand that being a celebrity is like this. You got caught.
Yeah.
You just got caught being Tyra. Just keep being Tyra. That's all we actually want.
Again, drop Santa Smize Part 2 and move on with your life. You know what I mean? Like, we can't, like, don't do this because we all know you're going to lose. So, like, it's not good.
Have we refixed Tyra?
No, but wait, she's on the border.
We got it. Now that we're expanding and evolving, which by the way happens in 2 weeks, everyone, let's not forget, where you'll be getting us twice a week. You'll be getting a big old thick Pre-Fixe on Wednesdays and a big old thick Friday fix on Fridays. Now that we're expanding it, let's tackle her because, Tyra Banks has attempted to fix herself how many dozens of times? Dancing with the Stars, Hot Ice Cream, all this stuff. She needs us. She needs us.
Yeah, we might need to refix.
Moving right along, and speaking of needing a fix, so I'm looping this needing a fix in with we all saw this coming-ish, as in this podcast predicted some of this behavior. David Beckham, heard of him, most famous soccer star ever, except probably for Pele or whoever that other
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah.
Yes, that one. Gets a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That alone defies logic, but sure. I mean, what next? Judi Dench gets an ESPY award? Like, why is David Beckham on the Walk of Fame?
I'm honestly surprised he's not. I mean, he is extremely famous.
He's very famous, but I don't consider him like an entertainer in that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Way.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
P.S. Victoria Beckham, ever the queen of dry humor, shows up with her husband at the dedication ceremony and on the mic says that she thought that she was there to get a star for her role in Spice World.
Love it.
I love that she's in on the joke, but just doesn't look like she is. Like, I appreciate that about Victoria. So they show up, they're there. 3 of their 4 children are there. Guess who's not? Brooklyn. Brooklyn was back.
Sure, of
I
course.
assume in Brooklyn. And luminaries such as Thomas Louise Cruz, who, like, David Beckham shouts him out. Are the Beckham Scientologists?
Probably.
Because he shouted out Tom Cruise in like an emotional way. And he's like, I just can't believe I grew up watching this biggest movie star in the world and wanting to be just like him. And now he's at the dedication of my star on the Walk of Fame. I was uncomfortable watching it. I was like, why are you getting a Walk of Fame star? Why is Tom Cruise there? And are we all getting coconut cakes? That's the only real thing I wanted to know. Holidays, will we get a coconut cake? Anyway, to make a long story short, or longer, Harper, the daughter, who I believe is 14, she's the youngest one, in what appeared to be semi-staged, went to her brother Brooklyn's house in Los Angeles to go see him and drop off a note, but he was not home. There were paparazzi catching her doing this. So the theory is that Victoria sort of set this up. Harper hasn't seen her brother in years and wants to see him and blah, blah, blah. So we're not going to rank on her too much because she is a kid, whether or not she's a pawn, but she wanted to see her brother. But then the piece de resistance of this family, who is not content with 2 stories in a week in which David Beckham's already getting attention because it's the World Cup. Brooklyn Beckham, not David, appears in an ad to sell tickets to the FIFA World Cup. And it's a one shot of him sitting on his couch saying, if you're wondering why I'm not at the World Cup this year, it's complicated. And then throws tickets down on the table.
And says like more to come or something like that.
Something like that. But it's like now Dominick Pupa thinks the entire thing is a setup and that the Beckhams are playing a joke on Nicola Peltz. That's what I think. I think they're now using her and she's going to get dumped and the Beckhams will reunite during the World Cup.
You've been saying this for months. You've been saying that you said during the World Cup, like there will be something and we're getting something.
I never saw coming that Brooklyn would be like the one in a FIFA ad poking at the fact that he has like publicly lambasted his family. But they are running out of time. I mean, I think we've got 5 weeks left of World Cup, something like that. When's the finale? June 19th.
What do I know? How do I know?
Here. Oh, because I'm the sportier of the 2 of us. I forgot.
Yeah, you are the sporty spice.
I'm the dykier of the 2 of us. That's
that too.
Sure.
That too.
That's undisputed. And like truly, if the most famous soccer family in the world can't mend their fences, as we were saying in the group chat, in 4 years, no one's going to care. We're going to care much less. Do this now.
We already kind of really don't care anymore, but it's like.
He made me care with this ad. He reminded me that they should be reuniting. So we'll see who does it. What if Harper wasn't staged and she actually does miss her brother? Then I'll feel like.
I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does.
She's just a kid.
And like no parent was like escorting her, right? She just like went by herself, a 14-year-old.
I think she took an Uber, probably an Uber pool to seem relatable, really.
Not an Uber pool.
West, what is West's last name? Wilson?
Yeah.
Well, Wes Wilson started the week by saying he hoped that the Knicks, he hoped they lost in San Antonio because that would mean that the Knicks game would be airing opposite this latest installment that this special
Summer House that
where
seemingly Lindsay is like, Amanda, you must like flee from him. He's a monster. Yeah.
Right. Well, then Lindsay, who again, you all know I've never watched the show. I'm looking at the show from 10,000 feet and I met Lindsay at the reunion and I just don't like her. She just rubs me the wrong way. I'm sure I'd love her if I watched the show.
No, but
a lot of people are like, Dominick, Lindsay's your kind of girl. It was like,
no, but she's had her moments of strife, but she's like most of the time the actual only person doing her job, which is causing drama. You know what I mean? Like,
right. So she's a producer.
She escalates situations in a way that we need to happen because we're making a TV show.
So West is like, I hope that the Knicks lose, so we'll air opposite another NBA game. Lindsay's like, you should go fuck yourself. I brought you on this show. This is how we make money. This is like, why would you be voting against something that pays you and your other friends money? You're a bigger piece of shit than I thought. And the Knicks won. Nothing aired opposite that Summer House episode a few days ago. And it's all for naught anyway, because West got shit canned from Summer House.
Yeah.
Thoughts, producer Chris? Because to producer Dom, it seems like, were we hasty? Was this a missed opportunity?
No,
Like, don't we want him back?
No,
For 2 episodes at least.
But it's different from Housewives, where like you're in your own little world, and then like you go, and then you're at like you're at events with the other people.
Because everyone's legit
They're
living
all
in
the
that same house
together, and they kind of all need to be friends, quote unquote. And like it just isn't the same as a Housewives, where it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you like hate everyone there. It actually like ruins it. And like the last 2 seasons, like Sierra and West like haven't been speaking, basically because they they had this big broke up and falling out, and he like fucked her over and like all this stuff.
Right.
And so everyone listening to this is like, Dominic, what? Like, but and it was like annoying, because you're like, okay, like 2 people in the house like don't talk, and we're supposed to all be having like a dinner together. It's like, it's not the same of what we're used to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I do get it, because at a certain point, it's like, if none of them can like trust him, then it's going to be like him on an island by himself, when they're all supposed to be like in a house together, living together, and like all commingling.
But as of the recording of this Pre-Fixe, we don't yet know if Amanda's going to be.
We don't know. Right. And again, Dominic, like I say a lot, these shows are conflict resolution porn. And when you get to like, he did not come with his tail between his legs being like, we really fucked up, and like, please forgive us. So like at a certain point, like if you're not contrition is a thing. You know what I mean? If you're not contrite when you come in there and be like, let's mend these fences, then you're not, I mean, you've seen it a million times.
Look, I come to Summer House as a new viewer and an elderly asshole. And I think that this entire situation has been so overblown. I say that as someone that's not invested in the relationships, but I do think that it's gotten so incendiary, the entire thing. I think West should, as I previously told you, go balls to the wall and just start fucking other women and men in Ciara's family. I'm sorry. It's just your ex-boyfriend fucked your friend. Do you know how often that happens in the gay community? If you're gay, it's happening to you right now, actually, I promise you.
But Dominic, it was shocking. I need you to know that like it was shocking. And it was a thing where it was like, the only person that was riding for you then like banged the one person that you shouldn't bang.
Sure.
That like would put a stake in her heart. And that's what happened. It was like,
then take it out on Amanda. Why does West have to leave? Why can't Amanda be the one to leave?
No,
it sounds like Amanda's the one that committed the bigger crime here to me. And it has from the beginning, because 100%. It's like people cheat all the time, but it's like the best friend issue. That I understand. You shouldn't fuck your
but she got her knocks. She got her knocks. Are you kidding me?
She seems like she's going the way of Raquel. She seems like she's going to disappear. I don't know that she's.
I think, who knows?
She doesn't appear publicly to be handling it very well. Like didn't she walk off the first episode of the reunion because it was too much for her?
Yeah.
There just reaches a point where how much punishment is someone going to get? They didn't invent a disease. They're just fucking, and they just don't want to fuck you anymore.
But
so
Dominic,
just go on.
But the performance was bad also. Like at the reunion, they had no answers for anything. It was just like deer in headlights. Like it wasn't, you would walk away from that as a producer and be like, this was a failure.
Because they didn't act up. Because they probably don't think, because they don't.
Nothing to say, and they don't understand why everyone's upset with them. And they like, they like don't get it at all. And it's like, what? Like yeah.
I'm not saying I agree with them, but they seem like very simple people to begin with, to be honest.
Simple is a word. Yep.
Sure. But seriously, like very like mentally simple people. And they probably are like all the things they want to say, it seems like they can't say. Like if obviously Amanda and Ciara will never be friends again.
God, no.
But if I'm Amanda, I'm going to look at Ciara and be like, if you cared this much, then you should have just stuck with him, sweetheart. Be quiet.
But
And also, if he's that much of a douchebag, Why do you fucking care that I'm fucking him? You should be happy that I'm with a loser now. Go on with your life.
I think the other thing is that like Sierra was the person that was like, your husband hates you and you need to get out of this really bad relationship, and was like really there for her. And then like for her to turn around and just like bang the guy that she knows will like hurt her is like bad. That's the part that you're not understanding about this, is that it's like she was the whole season basically being like, you need to get out of this marriage because it's done. Like, and you're being like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like, you're putting yourself in harm's way by continuing to be with Kyle.
So Sierra got Amanda away from Kyle.
Like being like, you need to stand up for yourself and like leave. Like you need to, you know what I mean? Like there's parts of this that you don't understand because you didn't watch it. And it's like, the betrayal is so deep.
Sure.
It is. You're right about everything you just said, but it's like, but there's a layer of it where it's like the only person that was like on your side, you then were like, how can I hurt them as maximum amount of damage as possible? Let me do that right now. Yeah.
Right.
All this to say they're gonna.
No, I do understand. I mean, I do understand it, and I do think it's shocking, but it is. I guess West leaving is good.
People in their 20s.
Well, it is. And it is very much. I'm not going to be an asshole, but you sound like me explaining why Bravo shows are important to other people. When I've worked on them and stuff, and I understand that. So I think it's good that West is leaving on a personal level, because it sounds like the only storyline anyone wants for him is just to continue to punish him. And maybe now they're just deciding if that's going to be Amanda's.
There's just like no other way
storyline.
There's no other way back in.
I get. Like, it just I get.
We're done. You know what I mean? There's no way. And I bet you that she'll probably not come back either. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
If she does, obviously at some point, maybe in episode 9, she's going to be like, can my boyfriend visit for the night? You may know him. Some of you have fucked him. He used to live here. And then Lindsay can get her moment, and Sierra can get her moment, and Amanda can run out, and then West can come fuck Kyle. I mean, come on, let's get on the stick.
No, for real, right? Like a Shania Twain situation.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we've talked about this way too long.
I don't know. Nobody ran away. Well, no, Raquel did. Raquel ran away from Vanderpump.
No, they all did. And also the show imploded afterwards. It like didn't, they rebooted.
But it was time for that show. It just worked out great, because it was like that show needed to tie up in a bow. Like, it left with a bang instead of a whimper. So that was a great thing to happen. Maybe they're afraid that's what's going to happen here, that it's going to phase out.
Who knows?
Are there new? Here's the thing, and I'm going to be honest about this. And I have many friends who've worked on this, including you at a certain point. During the Vanderpump scandal, I couldn't wait to get into Vanderpump and start watching it. Nothing about these characters and this situation has made me want to watch Summer House or learn more about it.
That's
when
fair.
you're telling me like, you don't understand
fair.
and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I didn't understand about Vanderpump, but I couldn't wait to. But here I'm just like, she still broke up with him. Like, that's all I can get. I guess I'm just a filthy gay person who's just a little like, not that I think that physical stuff gets too much play in relationships in general, but I'm just like, just move on. Like, everyone's too angry. And when the friends are angrier than the people who are
that's
involved with it, that's a Bravo show. And I understand that intimately, but it's like, okay, Lindsay.
You're seeing the most annoying parts of it and being like, I don't want anything to do with this. And you're not like, what you don't have is the like the real backstory of the, you know what I mean?
Lindsay's the reason I want West to fuck Sierra's mom.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to it. Tell your friends to shut up, Sierra. And then maybe some of us
I know, but someone needs to go after them. You know what I mean? And Lindsay's lining up to do it.
Even this conversation is not making me want to deep dive or watch episodes.
No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway.
But they start shooting soon, if not now. I mean, they're on the jitney out to the Hamptons already, as far as I know. Like, they're going to be there for July 4th.
I know. I wonder what will happen. I wonder who will be there and who won't be.
All right, let's talk about something a little more joyous. And by that, I mean buttholes. There are 2 butthole stories this week that I am so excited to talk about. First of all, we didn't talk enough about HelloFresh issuing a thing of like, if you don't very raunchy pride statement. They said, and I quote on the Instagram, "We know eating isn't always a top priority this month. We respect that. But for those of you who are prepping, we have an extensive lineup of high fiber recipes available. Happy Pride." It's a joke about buttholes. my favorite kind of jokes. Could have thrown a fart in there, would have been the perfect joke for 2026. Well, when I say the predicted response occurred,
it was like, what is this?
And this is the funniest part, is that all these people, the predictable audience online is like, I'm never ordering from HelloFresh again. And you pull up their profile picture and it's like, Sheila, you were never ordering anything that healthy anyway, baby.
Not Sheila.
Please, girl, please. And so then someone writes them and it's like, hey, how about a Pride discount since you're getting so much attention? And they're like, you got it, 20% off this month. It's like, boom. And that was it. And everyone online, all the haters, oh, how much business have they lost? None. No one loses business when they go after a gay audience. We don't have money because we spend all of it on companies that like us. So keep doing things like that.
Also, who orders from HelloFresh anymore? You know what I mean? Like it is
a little pre-COVID.
People still do these things. I really, I guess they do.
Now that I know they're ass positive, I may go back on HelloFresh.
You might have to get
my ex-husband.
We might have to get a discount code for ourselves.
Okay, one more butthole story. Paula Abdul posts something on Instagram, and when I tell you, first of all, Paula body be banging. She's in her mid-60s. She looks as sexy as ever.
To quote Margaret Josephs, she's meticulous. Remember, she said she
is meticulous.
Yeah,
she is wearing thigh. It's just call them thigh-high boots is an understatement. They're like right up to it, and a slick like leather rain jacket.
Speaking of Inspector Gadget, she was channeling
that's how
Tyra's
it's done.
interview.
Yeah. That's how it's done.
No, but
she is going down a staircase, doing her Paula dances, and periodically touching her stomach, doing high kicks, then touching her stomach again. And then the caption pops up, I'm managing my IBS. Paula Abdul, you are the entertainer of the year. I have said this today on June 17th, 2026. It is your title to lose because of this IBS video.
And all the comments are like, same, like me too.
Period. I can't even believe it. I hope that that there's a Paula Abdul resurgence connected to this ad.
Yeah, I hope
she deserves it. And while we're here, happy Pride. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Pride, this has absolutely nothing to do with Pride. So we spoke about Brangelina and the Miraval Winery last week on this broadcast. Not 5 seconds after it dropped, did a loyal listener, who I will not name, send me a screen grab of court documents that I didn't know existed, because we were discussing last week what happened on that plane. Where Brad was with the kids and the kids no longer talked to him. And that was when the divorce started being spoken about. There's a court document that details this. Maybe we'll put it up on the FFP Insta stories so you can see it. And I'll send it to you in a minute, Chris. But it talks about what happened on that plane. And Brad Pitt was wasted before, during, and after the plane ride, was physically abusive with more than one kid and with Angie. I did not know that he made physical contact with Angelina Jolie, and there was shoving and grabbing and all this other not good stuff. Mm-hmm. And it feels very, orchestrated.
Very unfixable.
That we wouldn't know. Very unfixable, but that this isn't more common. And I don't know.
Yeah, why do we not know this? Why is this in a document that we don't know? Yeah.
Why have I seen Diddy beating up Cassie 5 million times, but I don't know more about this? Why? I didn't see Chris Brown hit Rihanna, but I know that he's dead to me and has been for 15 years. Why isn't Bradley? It's because someone's making an effort to make sure it's not in the consciousness as much. So thank you to the listener who DM'd me, and I'm going to send you this document. It's only one page of it with several highlights, and I won't read it here because it's too triggering. I mean, it's just he shoved people, his own children.
Yeah.
And they're all screaming for him to stop, and he's ignoring them, and he's wasted. The stories you find on Reddit, I don't go on Reddit too much because it scares me. So I appreciate everyone sending it to me. Speaking of P. Clitty, that patriotic UFC battle that took place right outside the People's House, they were playing Diddy music throughout.
Of course they were. Of course
several listeners made sure we knew right away. That was the artist in residence that day. And by
why not? Why not, Dominic?
And then this man gets up there whose name I don't know and we'll never know, but whoever the winner was, I'm sure all of you know this.
I mean,
because
everyone
it's
knows.
the thing
Do
we will
Do we
remember.
even need to talk about this?
We do, because
Yeah.
the point needs to be made that this was never about America's birthday, but it did become about what America is now and broadcasting that to the world. And the guy wins and gets up there. And rather than like, if you win a grueling sporting event, if the first thing that you're going to scream to people is Michelle Obama is a man, what are you doing here? I mean, on this planet, like, why are you wasting your time here, sir?
No, yeah.
But to call someone out and make their gender suspect when you're supposedly a man and you're wearing these tiny shorts with D-cup titties and a dick that no shit looks like a clit in those shorts. And I'm not exaggerating. Look at the photo. How the fuck are you going to get up there and say that someone's a man when you are very clearly barely one yourself? Unbelievable. Now we move on. Keke Palmer and Sean Evans dating.
I want them to be. Dominic,
so
I want them to be. I want them to be
so bad.
So badly.
So badly. If they end up actually dating, he should teach a course on game, basically, because he's got it. Because he just put it out there.
And listen, no, yeah,
and made
he
it
was
happen.
like, hey, you know who had a crush on Keke Palmer? And she was like, got activated from that. You know what I mean? Like, she was like, ding dong. Like, it, like, and even if it's just for publicity and just to be funny that they went on that weird, imagine us going to like some random restaurant in Brooklyn. Like, we're like, well, you know, we're going to see a friend. We're going to this little restaurant. And then you look over and it's Keke Palmer and Sean Evans having dinner. Like, can you imagine? Like, even if
hey,
it's just them
Chris,
being
you
stupid.
know who I have a crush on? Joey Lawrence, Bad Bunny, Ricky Martin. I'll get back to you with 10 more and let's see who I end up being at a diner in Brooklyn with by the end of the summer. It's going to it'll end up being Sarah Paulson. And by that, so.
But Dominic, I love it. I love it. Like, I love
them together. I think they're a gorgeous.
Just do it. Yeah.
Do a sex tape at least. Let us see that. Talk about hot ones. Well, this is good news and bad news, Christopher. Glenn Close is finally getting an Academy Award. She's getting an honorary Oscar. Great, but I hate when someone who hasn't won competitively, when they have to do this. I fucking hate it. Because in the minds of Academy voters, that sort of excuses them for voting for her.
Yeah, they don't have to give her one eventually.
Right. And I don't know, I'm just mad about it.
Albert Nobbs didn't get her an Oscar.
No. Also, Albert Nobbs not my favorite.
Didn't get her an Oscar.
That I could have seen.
For real.
The wife was her greatest. That would be her greatest moment. But you're up against Olivia Colman in The Favorite.
Yeah,
and I was pissed when Olivia Colman won. I know. The only argument you can make about Olivia, though, was that actually a supporting role?
Yeah, true.
Etc.
True.
I'm happy Olivia won. She gave a beautiful speech and acknowledged Glenn Close almost instantly. But Glenn thought she was going to win that night. She wore a gold outfit, just like Meryl did when she won her third for the Iron Lady. I don't know.
What can we do?
There's nothing. I mean, truly, there's nothing we can do. Talk about it like gay people with a podcast. Well, Jelly Roll, who we talk about strangely way too much on this podcast. Jelly Roll's filed for divorce from his wife, Bunny.
Bunny XO.
Bunny XO, pardon me.
Yeah, please.
He's the one who filed.
Have respect for her.
Put respect on her name. A few hours before it was announced, Bunny appeared online in some slinky lingerie with the caption was something like, "I'm getting my sparkle back."
Yeah,
which I guess meant like, I know that my formerly thick husband is going to file for divorce against me today. And then I'm starting to read all these other things online in conjunction with it, which is like, we need to do a study about how the divorce rate among people who lose weight through surgery or GLPs is like through the roof. If that's what this is, sure, like let's launch a study. But I think this is just a celebrity marriage that just ran its course.
No, and I bet he's feeling the fame. I bet they were at the same level of fame for a while. And then he got really famous and now he's like, I could be with J-Lo. You know what I mean? Like he thinks he could like go get J-Lo tomorrow. And then he's like, bye. You know what I mean? To her.
So for all the people who are going to write me their think pieces about how I don't understand Summer House, let me give you a cherry on that cake. Never heard of Bunny XO before. Didn't even know her last name until this morning. So when Chris just looked at me and said they were the same level of fame, What is Bunny XO's level of fame?
I have no idea.
What does she do?
But what was his until 3 years ago?
Well, I mean, he was just a singer, right? Like, what did she do? She an
I think
OnlyFans
she's
model?
also
I
a
say that
singer?
because she
Let's
looks
see.
like one, respectfully.
Bunny XO job. Hold on.
Why am I laughing? Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
She has a podcast. She is a colleague of ours.
Oh, okay. A podcastress. Wonderful.
And she was an exotic dancer.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure you were going to say that she was a librarian at a convent. That was my first guess. Well, good luck to what would their last name be? Roll? Good luck to the Rolls.
We'll see.
I hope your divorce was as seamless as all of mine have been. If you'd like any advice on how to make a divorce go seamlessly, please DM me. Of course, the biggest rule I have for a smooth divorce is to not be worth anything. That's always makes it.
Yeah, have no money. Have no money.
Yeah, have a negative balance in your savings account when you get a divorce. That way, you can't get blood from a stone. Goodbye, Jelly Roll. See you at the next In Memoriam performance. Christopher, on today's a la carte, we're going to begin with the headline, Zac Efron building a house made of cannabis. I will tell you nothing more. You have to be a Patreonette or an Apple subscriber to find out. Seth Rogen is done with James Franco. He has said he will not be giving James Franco a second chance.
Thank God. For once. For once someone does something right. Thank God.
Diane Warren, still
our girl.
The relentless Diane Warren sends us a selfie from London where they did their first read-through of a Coyote Ugly Broadway musical.
We did it.
Mostly here for it. And a lot of news about Rosie O'Donnell, who posted an update. She had visited her daughter, Chelsea. She's in prison somewhere in the Midwest. And a very positive update, along with surprise news that she is doing her one-woman show, which I think she did at Edinburgh Fringe, called Common Knowledge. She'll be doing it for 2 or 3 weeks here in New York at the Daryl Roth Theater. FFP will absolutely be in attendance for Rosie O'Donnell because we stand in a way I didn't before we started doing this podcast. But the more we deep dive into how she's been a part of our lives since infancy, I'm like even more obsessed with her than I was before.
Much like the person we're fixing today, by the way.
Ms. Linda Cardellini.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be exciting. Speaking of exciting, just a reminder that in 2 weeks, Fixing Famous People gives birth to itself. We'll be doing a full-fledged Pre-Fixe on Wednesday and then a full-fledged fix on Fridays. The a la carte for Patreon and Apple subscribers will be coming on Thursday, and we're really excited. Also, I will be on tour tomorrow night, Thursday, June 18th. I'll be at the DC Comedy Loft doing my Pride show, which is called... This is not a Pride show. It's just June and I'm gay. On Sunday, Father's Day, bring your dads. He will love me. Bring them to the Newport Theater in Chicago, where I will be performing on Sunday night. And then on the 23rd in Boston and the 27th, Pride Saturday at the Cutting Room here in New York City. I do have some actual bad news that I wanted to mention on Maine today. A friend of mine and many friends of this podcast and many people in our business named James Barker. He was one of the executive producers of Love Island USA. He passed away on set at work in Fiji a few days ago. He was only 40 years old. Anyone who knows this guy, as evidenced by the online tributes, just... God doesn't take evil people. She just wants to be surrounded by the good ones. So when someone's 40 and she takes them, that's the reason why. No explanation for it. But so much love to James' partner and everyone at ITV and all of his family and friends. I hate when I have to qualify that I'm not making up that someone's a really great person. This was just a truly great person and is just shockwaves to get a text like that about someone. And he was a great DJ as well. So anyone who knew him as chaotic DJ in New York or beyond, condolences to you all as well. Hug your loved ones. We're hugging you. We love you very much. And we will be back to fix Linda Cardellini with who, Christopher?
Holly Brown.
The Holly Brown, I might add, after
Yes.
these vital messages.
Dominic, we have a returning guest from back in the old country, back in
we
the
do.
day.
We do.
Like,
We certainly
if we were
do.
doing seasons of this podcast, like from season 1 of Fixing
Yep.
Famous People,
Yep.
you will remember her from us fixing Justin Timberlake. LOL, before he even really needed to be fixed.
Right.
Truly.
Pre-DUI, by the way.
Yes.
Pre-DUI, pre-Britney's memoir, Justin Timberlake. This was a while ago.
She's back. It's Holly Brown. And she's the host of the new podcast, Everybody Knows But Me. And so she's back and we're ready to fix someone new.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know. First season? Was I really on the first season?
You were in the first batch of episodes, yeah.
I think so.
What?
Yes, we had just started. Like,
Oh
we
my
probably
God,
had like 30 episodes, 20 episodes, but like, you were in like the beginning.
You're going to need a red string the first season of your show so you can connect the dots between like who really went off the rails, like Justin Timberlake. There has to be more. Like,
Oh, yeah.
He can't be.
We
the
should
only
do.
one.
We've long talked about doing like a special episode where because there are people that have, at least in our minds, accepted our fixes and made their lives better. And then there are people who like you've never heard from again.
Yes.
We should do that. We should keep track.
Absolutely.
Now that we've done 150 episodes, we really should make sure that our work is being, we need to look at our
Absolutely.
impact, basically.
And many people were like, oh, I was like, this is what you should do. And then they did it like literally 3 months later. And I was like, oh, okay. But anyway,
Well,
Tell us-
Put it out there. Okay.
yeah, I know. Tell us a little bit about your new podcast.
Oh, thank you so much. First of all, thank you for having me back.
Of course.
The reason I was so shocked is because I could never in a million years have guessed that was the beginning of the show. It just didn't feel like when I was there, I remember being like, these guys, they know what they're doing.
Because we were so polished.
Yes. Yeah, you were both wearing like full tailored suits then. So this is a little yikes. But
You can own one of those.
but thank you again for having me. I'm just
Of course.
happy to be back and excited to talk about Linda Cardellini. But my podcast, it's a little bit of it's a wild ride that is about it's a narrative storytelling podcast that is about my life. Most specifically, the catalyst for the podcast is my father's deathbed confession about his 2 secret twin boys. That, as the title suggests and is true, that everybody in my entire family knew about before I did.
No.
So-
Holly.
Wow.
Yes. Tell me that you have. Tell me all your. Every time I say this, my favorite thing is when people look at me and they're like, "My uncle or my grandfather."
Well,
like boom, boom, boom.
yeah.
List the people in your life that have had secret families. Yeah.
1, that. 2, I've been like searching for a new like podcast like this. And I'm trying to play all these podcasts that people are recommending to me. And I'm like, oh, this is terrible. I hate this. I hate this. I don't like this. Like, what is this one from the New York Times or this like serial one about the guy that's called like The Loser or whatever that is? I was like, what is this?
Yep.
Like, what is this? And then, it's called The Idiot, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is what I want. And I'm so happy. And I can't
don't
wait to
know
listen.
if this sweetens the deal, but the show is also told through the lens of 90s sitcom nostalgia. Because
Okay.
That's right up Chris's alley.
It sure is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because my dad worked in sitcoms when I was a child, and he worked on the show Frasier for like all 12 seasons. He
my
worked
word.
on some sitcoms before that, and I love sitcoms. And so it's just like a natural fit to be like, I'm going to analyze my very fucked up home life through these very traditional tropes and see how that interplays with like how I perceived my life and how deeply I
Okay.
wanted it to be something different. So
You're a genius.
I love that.
What is happening?
Wow.
No,
I
like
love
this
that.
is, I'm obsessed. No, for real, I can't, I'm like downloading immediately.
okay,
And I
good.
feel like a lot of the listeners will also be downloading immediately.
I really, really, I want to know what you think. So please tell me.
will,
The
I
first
will. I'll tell
episode is arguably the happiest, and then it's a roller coaster ride of trauma,
I know.
but
I like it.
relatable, like
Yeah.
fucked up, relatable trauma. So yeah,
I can't wait to listen. It's called Everybody
Yeah.
Knows But Me, correct?
yes,
So,
yes, it is.
and everyone download because it sounds so fucking good. I will. My review forthcoming.
oh, I can't wait.
Now we are here to fix Someone I love on screen,
Mhm.
Linda Cardellini.
Was delighted and surprised that she was on the list. Very excited.
Now, why did you pick her? What made you pick her?
You know, instinctively, Freaks and Geeks was foundational to my youth. And so it's just hard not to, like, your eye goes to somewhere that you just like immediately feel such a deep connection with. For like, I felt like Freaks and Geeks established such of my taste. You know, I think I saw it when I was not to age myself in a whatever way this comes out, but I think I saw it when I was like maybe 10. Freaks and
Yeah,
Geeks.
sure.
Sure.
And it just like set the barometer of what I understood of good content, and also that I understood good stuff before everyone else did, because it got canceled after a season. And so I always loved her. And then watching her career after that, it was like very weird. Like, you love this person, you do, you're always rooting for her. And yet I feel like her career took a lot of turns that were unexpected, good, and never a bad performance, but just weird to me. And so I thought it would just be fun to analyze, like, how the hell why I feel this way, and maybe other people do, and how now I think a lot of people see her in a different light.
Yeah.
I see her in a different light than I did yesterday, because sometimes when you're a pop culture whore, there are just like a couple of things that somehow you just miss. Like, you can't know everything. And I missed her. Like, I knew the name. I knew like maybe one or two things. And, because Chris had put her on the list. We add to the list together. I didn't really know who she was until I did my 5 minutes of research. And I'm like, oh, we've grown up together, because she's around my age. And I'm like, you're Velma. Oh, you're in Free. And it just kept like one thing after another.
Yeah.
But still, like, and this could be my fault, there hasn't been for me like a brand recognition with her. Like, I had to, when you said Linda Cardellini, I can't even remember the one thing I knew about. It might have been Green Book, where I knew her name was associated with something because I'd seen it printed, but I didn't make the connection that this was the same person in all of these roles that we're going to discuss.
She has that, the chameleon effect. She has that, but I think it's like a great benefit,
right?
But also, like you're saying, like, I think I was listening to an interview with her the other day, and she kept listing things off she was in, and I was like, what the actual fuck?
Right. When I read her
like
wiki, that's my experience.
Yeah.
She's sort of like a Jessie Buckley. Like, because Jessie Buckley's been in a billion things, and she won the Oscar, and everyone's like, who is that? And then you look at the resume, you're like, oh, that's Jessie Buckley? That's how I am with Linda Cardellini. Anyway, we're going to play the middle name game, where we ask our guest and Christopher to guess the middle name of the person we're fixing. This week it is Linda Cardellini.
Holly, I don't even think we did this on the show the last time you were
We did
here.
not.
The middle name game.
No, I love it.
That's how OG you are.
Yes.
Here are the hints you will receive. Linda and Cardellini are her legal birth certificated biological names. She was born on June 25th, 1975 in Redwood City, California. She is 50 years of age, and she is that Leo or Cancer that comes after Gemini?
What is it? June. It's
June
Cancer.
25th.
June 25th is Cancer.
50-year-old Cancer. What is Linda Cardellini's middle name? On the gettability scale, it's definitely not a last name. Like, it's a woman's name, but it's probably a 5 on the gettability scale. I don't know how much any of the material that I'm giving you is going to help. I will tell you that she is the youngest of 4 children and is of Irish, Italian, German, and Scottish descent.
I feel like the fact that she was born in Redwood is throwing me, because the name Linda Cardellini doesn't sound like someone that would be born in Redwood, California.
Correct.
And so that is like making me, I wanted to go with something a little more like Rose, but I know that's not going to be it now, even though it's Redwood adjacent of trees. But Rose is like somebody that's named Rose or Marie, or I thought she was more city gal. So I'm just thrown.
I'll give you one assessment, which is, it's not even a hit. She must have been tributing some deceased aunt, is what I'm guessing.
Okay.
Oh,
I think I know.
Okay.
I think I actually know this.
Oh, wait. Do you think
Okay.
you know based off the clues or because deep seated in your brain, you're obsessed with Linda
I
Cardellini?
never look. I literally
told
do
him.
not Google them at all so that I can play this game earnestly. Like literally when you were like the IMDb, I was like, I haven't even looked at it yet because I'm going to look
I
at
have a
it
guess.
when. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No,
It
do
just
it.
came to me.
Do it.
Evelyn?
I was going to guess Evelyn.
Shut the hell
I
up.
swear on my life.
Wow.
Holly,
the hell?
I swear, may I be struck dead. I swear on my life, I was going to guess Evelyn.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Tell us it's
Well,
Evelyn.
Wait, is it? Wait.
It's not Evelyn, but it's so close to Evelyn that it's just shocking moments all around. It's Edna. Linda Edna
I'm
Cardellini.
screaming. I'm screaming.
I am screaming.
Okay, wait. Chris, what was your thought process for Evelyn? What if it's
if
it's the same as mine? That would be nuts.
I literally nowadays try to just do it through intuition, and I just open my mind up and think of a name. And then the last couple, like in an episode that it might have come out yet or not, I recently got one, and it's because I literally just like the name just came into my mind, and I was like, this is it. But it was adjacent to like a crazy name that came into my mind. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Like I was
yes.
like, it's this crazy name, but it's like, it's not that. So what's a normal name with that same like sound? And it was this. Like, so like Evelyn came to me and I was just like, I think it's Evelyn. But it's not, it was Edna. You know what I mean? It's like, I should have thought of another name.
You were definitely, spirit was definitely there sort of guiding you down. Cause it's like,
not going to guess Edna ever. So
no.
that was,
and you're welcome, everybody. We're never going to guess Edna. Like, no.
Linda Edna Cardellini. Oof.
Linda Edna.
Linda Evelyn Cardellini.
Has to be a family. It's got to be. She's named
like
after
an aunt.
Edna.
And when you said like an aunt, I was like, Aunt Evelyn, duh.
Yeah.
That fits.
Yeah.
I can't believe we had the same guess. That is insane, Holly. Wow, we're psychically linked.
Oh my God. Oh my
God. Well, I will typically ask, like, what's your first exposure to her that you remember? I can't answer that because I know the things she's been in, but I don't remember when she came in my life. I only remember retroactively. So when do you guys remember Linda Cardellini coming into your
I'm
life?
later than you. You're saying Freaks and Geeks, which is where we should start. I'm later than that. So
yeah.
Yeah, Freaks and Geeks. And then I don't remember which came first. I want to say Legally Blonde came before, what's it called? A Scooby-Doo. But it was like, for me, it was like Freaks and Geeks cemented her in my brain. Then I saw her in this very bizarre, what I felt like was such a different role in Legally Blonde, obviously, and also like a small part. So I felt like those two pieces, I didn't quite understand what this actor was trying to do yet, you know?
Oh my God, of course. She was in the later seasons of ER as well. That's where
she was.
Remember her from.
In that,
I
Dominic,
didn't realize that until just now. Oh my God.
When we get back to that, in that interview you sent me, Dominic, she talks about how she basically, people thought she went away. And she's like, no, I was just on ER at the end of the show when like people weren't watching it anymore. But Freaks and Geeks is a really good place to start because like it really is one of those shows that was only 18 episodes long.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at
its impact is pretty
people
intense.
on it, almost every main character is like an A-list celebrity now.
Yep.
I think they all are. Like, I don't know.
Jason
even if they're
Segel.
not front facing, they're behind the camera very successfully. So I don't.
I mean,
James think about this. James Franco, Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, Busy Phillips, Linda Cardellini.
That alone, Linda Cardellini. Yeah.
That's five people that are like household name people.
The main guy, I can't remember his name. The kid that played Sam, the main kid.
John Francis Daly.
He's
like the least.
A prolific screenwriter, though.
Oh, really?
Yes. He wrote something really recently, but he wrote like Game Night. He wrote the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Like he's done. He keeps getting bigger and bigger projects too, and he's just continuously worked behind the camera. So it's just like, how interesting this
he
crew
wrote
of kids.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh yeah, see, there you go.
Well, not to mention, by the way, Freaks and Geeks was executive produced by Judd Apatow and was created by Paul Feig, who's like prolific with everything from Bridesmaids on, like everything. He's done everything. Pretty amazing.
Paul Feig is in Heavyweights. We watched that recently. Remember the Heavyweights, the one that was like the fat camp with the kids, and it's like
From the
precursor
90s?
to like, yes. Paul Feig is like one of the like camp counselors in the movie, and it is so weird to see him as like a young actor. It's so wild.
No, that's not true because he's never been young, so he can't have been young.
No,
You saw someone else; he's never been young.
yeah, true. But no, but Freaks and Geeks truly is like a place where it's like all these people, and there are other shows like that where it's like, oh, this one thing came together, and then like all of those people use that experience to then like become like big, huge stars.
Yeah, but I think it was nominated. I want to say it was nominated for an Emmy, and it still got canceled. Like everyone loved it, and I was very convinced as a child that I was the reason it got canceled because I missed. It was the era in which you had to obviously watch everything every week.
Oh,
and I missed like 2 episodes, and then it happened back to back with another show I was watching, and I just was distraught. I was like, I canceled the show. I can't believe Holly, you fool.
Your memory is very good because it was nominated for 3 Emmys after it got canceled. It was nominated. Paul Feig himself was nominated twice for Outstanding Writing for a Comedy Series. And we're running on and on about how star-studded the cast is. Funnily enough, the one Emmy it did win was for Outstanding Casting for a Comedy Series.
Wow.
An award that has proven to be well-deserved since everyone in it
literally
is now a movie star.
Wow.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Ooh, I have chills. I love shit like that. So really, like, for me, as like the newbie to her, if I'm like looking at the list and writing the 3 or 4 epitaph credits, I would think Freaks and Geeks. I would also think, this is what blew me away because I've seen the wretched 2002 Scooby-Doo movie more times than I would like to announce. But she's Velma, and I didn't realize that she's Velma until literally today that was Velma. And I mean, I would put ER in there as well now that I'm reminded that she was in that as well. I'm sure for other people there are different epitaph moments for her. Green Book is obviously another one, and I don't remember who she was in Legally Blonde, and I don't remember who she was in Brokeback Mountain. These are good things, right? Like the fact that she disappeared into a role like that. You know who does that for me these days is Florence Pugh. Like if I'm told that it's her, I know it's her and I recognize her, but from role to role, I don't know who she is, which is a very good thing. So I'm saying that Linda Cardellini is probably much more talented than I ever thought because I don't know when it's her.
I only know her name.
Brokeback Mountain.
I mean, she must have been Jake Gyllenhaal's girlfriend or wife.
No, because that was Anne Hathaway, wasn't it?
Oh God, you're right. Who the hell was she? Linda Cardellini starred as Cassie Cartwright. I don't remember who that is in the movie.
I think she's
She's not one of the people fucking in the tent or one of their wives. I don't know who that is.
I think she's like she looks she looks great, but she's like dancing around. Like it's very, she's at a bar. Hold on, I'm watching a clip of it. She's like a little hoe in a bar and he's drinking Budweiser's, trying to not think about men. And she's
I remember
seeing
now.
it. You know what I mean?
I remember now.
Yeah.
That was Linda Cardellini.
Wow.
Look at you.
I did not remember that one. I feel like
she looks great. And she's a little harlot with little cowboy boots and little Daisy Dukes on, and I'm loving it. You know what I mean?
I can't believe that was her. I can't believe that was Velma. I really can't believe it.
Right?
Who would have known that those were the same actresses?
Yeah, she plays the cool girl, then she plays the weird girl, then she plays the smart girl, then she plays the hot girl, and it's just like almost too much.
She's too good of an actor. Is the problem.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's Velma and Scooby-Doo, which is a big deal. Well, like at the time, they really wanted those movies to be humongous. Like that was big at the time for her to like get Velma.
I mean, Scooby-Doo was a big movie. It's just, for me, borderline unwatchable, but that's just a taste thing. I know there are people that love the movie.
Yeah.
P.S. Have you seen the live action? Netflix released a live action. They're doing a live action Scooby-Doo, which is coming out next year, and they released like the first teaser trailer for it.
I haven't, but I've seen the cast photos, and it's just very bizarre to not know a single fucking person. Like,
It's
I don't
weird.
know who any of them are.
Well, they have Scooby-Doo in the teaser as like a puppy, and he looks like a dachshund. He doesn't look like...
No.
It looks very strange. I don't know. As a puppy. I mean, I'm sure he'll grow into a Great Dane. Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
Why are you making us wonder about what this dog is going to look like later? We already know.
Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Why are we doing it?
No.
You know, I don't love it.
Anyway, getting back to Linda and her endless list of credits.
Yeah, truly. She's also, neither of you will know this, and no one, there will be like 4 people that need to know this, but it is important. She is the voice of one of the characters in a game called Gladius on PS2 that was a great game, and I literally bought a little PS2 and found my old PS2 games and bought like a little mini PS2 so I could play this game again as a full-fledged adult.
Interesting.
And that's
Did you know that when you were playing
I sure
it?
didn't. I just found out right now, and it's crazy to think about.
Wow. Wow.
I'm so shocked you don't remember her from Legally Blonde.
I don't. You'll have to tell me who she was in Legally Blonde, because I truly can't remember.
She was Chutney.
She was Chutney. She was the one with the that broke the
my
cardinal
word.
rule of
What is
firm
Linda Cardellini
maintenance.
doing to me today? Linda Cardellini's been hiding in plain sight this whole time.
I know. Does she maybe have actually the best career, like not just the best career in Hollywood, but like the best life, where she could probably walk around and people would not 100% know what she's from and maybe not approach her?
Yeah.
Because they're unsure. Yeah.
I already know my fix is that once in every project, she has to look directly at the camera and go, "Psst, I'm Linda Cardellini," and then get back to her role.
Yeah, and then be
and that's my
whatever,
fix.
Yeah. She's in ER for 126 episodes, which is like a lot from 2003 to 2009.
That's main character. She's a main character.
Dominick sent me an article about her. She did some Variety article interview, and they were like, people thought I went away, and I just said, no, I've just been on ER for 6 years. And so they were like, where have you gone? And she's like, well, I was just on ER raking in money hand over fist, I'm sure. But she probably didn't do anything else because she wasn't allowed to.
Oh, right.
Know what I mean? Like she's here and there in little things, but like she's in Brokeback Mountain while she's on ER, but she probably she's probably filming so much that she can't be in all these movies,
And then
wait a second. I'm going to collapse. I cannot believe.
My God.
Linda Cardellini was on Mad Men, and she, in one of the more famous scenes on Mad, she had an affair with John Hamm, and the daughter walked in on them. She's like an iconic figure on one of the more iconic shows, being Mad Men. That's Linda Cardellini. I don't believe this. I apologize to the listeners that this is my brain unraveling rather than us fixing her. I just didn't know who this woman was. And again, even in that role, that's not Velma. That's not Chutney.
No,
that's not the whore from Brokeback Mountain.
That's
Linda Cardellini could be the greatest actress of all time, is what we're establishing on this broadcast.
My God. And then what? Oh, wasn't she in, maybe I'm wrong, but the first major Netflix hit besides Orange is the New Black, wasn't it Bloodlines? Am I crazy? The one with Kyle Chandler?
I don't think she's in it. I don't see that.
That just was a smorgasbord of brunette,
I'm sorry,
white people.
Holly Brown gets the point. She was in the thriller Bloodline from 2015 to 2017.
Where? I don't see this.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Oh, Bloodline. Here we go. Okay, yes.
In fact, they put that as one of her epitaph projects. Wikipedia says Freaks and Geeks, ER, Bloodline. Oh, and then they say Sylvia Rosen and Mad Men. I guess I missed that. Oh my God. I can't. I'm gonna jump out a window because I think I'm waking up from a stroke every 5 seconds. She was in that fucking show with Christina Applegate.
Yes, that's what we're getting. That's what we're getting. That's her big return.
Yes, that's what I was. That's what the Netflix
I retire.
For me.
This is also my retirement party. Yes. I'm out.
Yes.
Okay. But before we get to Dead to Me, which was a great show, she is also in the Avengers movies.
Oh my God.
Because she's Hawkeye's love interest / eventual wife, mother of his kids.
Yep.
And she gets snapped away and then comes back in the later movies and is in the Hawkeye miniseries. She's an Avenger. Let's see what she's in. She's in Avengers Age of Ultron. She's in
This is unbelievable.
Avengers Endgame. She's in the Hawkeye miniseries on Disney Plus. And then she's in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 as well. And I remember her
Unreal.
being in them and being like, wait, why is she in this? And it's like, 'cause she's his wife.
Yes.
So clearly this week, my normal 5 minutes of research was actually 1 minute, which is weird because she did an interview recently that I didn't read. And I texted it to Christopher and I was like, let's just read this before we go on. I didn't read it. And now it's like a bomb is dropping every 2 minutes. Like I'm like, I've
just
been her
along for
biggest
the
fan
ride.
for 30 years.
We're along with
I
that
know.
Dominick's mental breakdown.
I truly, I'm like, it's like a labyrinth, this Cardellini labyrinth.
And she's been in like Daddy's Home, which I admittedly did not watch and I
LOL.
don't plan on watching. But Daddy's Home, like it's name a genre she's done it. Oh, I just saw she was in a horror movie, La Llorona.
Yeah, the Curse of La Llorona or whatever it is. Yeah.
She's done every single
She's working.
thing.
Like she's in Green Book. She's in
Yeah.
like a bunch of other random things that I don't recognize, but like she's in like a lot of shit.
So is our hope to fix her so idiots like me who've been a fan of hers without knowing it for 30 years would like be smacked and be like, pay her respect?
Kind of, because she
yeah.
does need, I'm sorry, she does need a star turn. Like, you know, like, well, how has she been in this many things and we're not remembering it? That's the problem.
Well, it's like she started on such an infamous ensemble cast, and she's still in our brains. She's still part of an ensemble more than she is. I feel like everything we're saying is she wasn't the lead of. None of it.
Because even in Dead to Me, she's like she's the second lead to Christina Applegate.
Right, exactly.
But like that show coming on, I loved Dead to Me. Like loved.
Everybody did. It was a hit. It was truly a hit.
I remember when we started watching it, Hassan was like, oh my God, that's Velma from Scooby-Doo. Like, where's she been? Like, even then we were like, where has she been? And it started in 2019.
He knew who she was just by looking at her and he was like, that's Velma. Okay, then he's a savant. I don't know.
Like we don't recognize her, but at the same time, one thing I love about her is I feel like she's aging really gracefully too.
Oh, she looks so good.
She looks so beautiful, but when you watch her in a role now, which I don't remember the latest one I saw, but I know there was some show after Dead to Me that was on Netflix with Lisa Kudrow or something. And she just like, she has wrinkles in her forehead. She has crow's feet, but she's still hot as fuck. And it's like so beautiful. It was so beautiful to see her cast in the hot lady character, still looking her age. And that was
she
so
was
cool.
it was that show with Ray Romano.
Yes,
it was Ray Romano and Lisa Kudrow and the kid had died. And it was that,
Yeah. And she played the hot lady, which is, I mean.
She was great in it.
And it's like, and then I Googled, or I was typing in my search bar earlier, why is Linda Cardellini? Because I was going to type in like, why is she so underrated? I wanted to see what other people said. Didn't find anything about that because I got sidetracked. That the first question that it prompted me to ask was, why is Linda Cardellini so hot?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Period.
People love her, but they just don't even know. It's wild.
They really don't. I mean, she's just been doing all of these things and she's probably so thrilled about it. When Linda listens to this podcast, first of all, hey, Linda. Second of all, she's probably like, I don't want to be fixed. I prefer to live in my own form of anonymity, getting roles because I'm good at what I do and not because I have a brand. Well, Linda, we're here to give you a brand anyway. I'm sorry. That's what this podcast is. Maybe not a brand, or just, I want everyone to know who you are naturally, not the way that I'm like a complete lunatic who's just like, she was in that. I'm never going to listen to this episode of the podcast because it's too humiliating that she's in like all these things. And I've had discussions with people about the character she's played and not known the actress's name. Pretty bizarre.
Maybe a way she could get fixed though is, because I was listening to like briefly an interview with her before this, and she was talking about Green Book, and she was talking about that she still has to audition. She still had to audition for Green Book. She had to audition.
Insane.
And so that's the fix is like, let's make it so that you're so maybe not universally known that you're harassed on the street, but that you don't have to fucking audition anymore, girl, because you shouldn't have to.
No, not I'd be one
of the idiots. I'd be one of the idiots who's like, name here are some sides, please read them. And she'd be like, I'm Velma, I'm Chutney. And I'd be the idiot sitting there going, I'm so sorry. You don't need to audition.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
I
Yeah,
mean, she's illustrious career for real.
Mhm.
And she is so pretty. And I love that she has bangs a lot of the time. Like,
love the bangs.
love the bangs, love the big hair. She is in Dead to Me, especially. She's such a California person to
Mhm.
me, as someone who grew up on the East Coast and still lives on the East Coast.
Oh, is she
Like,
really?
she, to me, is so California with those little dresses. And then the way that they styled her in Dead to Me, like with the cute hair and the like,
Mhm.
not like LA, like California surfer girl, but
Yeah.
like just so like California cutesy little girl. You know what I mean? That like here it would be like New Englandy, the girls with the little sweaters and the gold earrings and the little waspy white girl. Like
Mhm.
the California version of that is her in Dead to Me,
Well,
but better.
what do you think the one thing I don't know about her at all, despite having seen her on my screen my entire life, I don't know, what is her personality like? I don't have a clue.
I
She
think it's
doesn't
fun.
want you to know. She
I
doesn't want you
know.
to know.
But I feel like you can tell a lot of times when someone's like even playing a role, you get a little sense of their personality. I don't have a goddamn clue what her personality is like.
And that's
None.
that's really good. Who were we fixing
Yeah.
recently where we were like, this is part of the problem? Oh, Ariana DeBose, who we're fixing. I don't know if it's airing before this one, but it's like we were discussing, like, she's so talented. How dare we think we can fix her? But it's really like her brand has suffered because what we perceive as her personality is polarizing. Linda Cardellini does not have that problem. 'Cause we don't
No.
know it.
And I still think she could achieve the goal that we're setting up for her without knowing more. I think we don't have to know her total
No, we
personality.
don't. We sure don't.
Because she's done enough. She just needs a little extra, a little zhuzh here and there. But I don't know. She's our queen. I think she won.
Yeah, she really is great. I'm really struggling with how to fix her. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm thinking about it, and I kind of had an idea going in, but this is hard.
She should be fixing us is the problem. Like she, as someone who also lives his life anonymously, I have an immense amount of respect for Linda Cardellini.
Dominick, goodbye. Dominick literally leave the podcast.
I want to know less about Mayim Bialik and more about Linda Cardellini, please.
I know. Can
That's
Linda
what I'd
Cardellini tell us
like.
about her bowel movements? I'd much rather hear that.
I would,
Right?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay.
I mean,
what else is there to
This-
say before we
dive,
before
Before
we
we
dive?
get to
I
the
think-
arena.
are we all speechless? You know what she kind of reminds me of, and it's different, but James Marsden's career a little bit. Where
Yes, and
everybody
Interesting.
funny enough, both on Dead to Me together as a couple. You know what I mean? Yeah.
everybody knows James Marsden. I feel like he's more recognizable and is getting increasingly a little bit more, but there was always something about his career that I would look at his choices sometimes and I'd be like, who is your agent? Like, who is
Yeah, like what are
sending
you doing? Yeah.
Like, who is that? Why are you not a fucking movie star? And he never was, and I honestly don't think he ever will be. But yet you look at his career and you've completely grown up with him and you could name 1,000 movies he's in. And
Yeah,
she just
everything.
she has that-
X-Men.
Yeah. Like iconic characters. Like
Yeah.
James Marsden, I don't think does get quite as lost in the role as Linda Cardellini does, but still there's something about their
No.
careers that mirror each other that I can't tell is like exact. If it's what they wanted, then that's perfect. But I don't know. I have a funny feeling maybe they both want a little bit more, just a little bit.
I feel like Linda Cardellini is at like the tippy top of like actor, not star. Like, and then above that is like star. Get what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
but
exactly.
Tippy talk of like working. And
She
it's
must not want it because there's
Yeah.
no reason with this resume and this that she's, if she's not a star, I feel like it's got to be her decision.
What if she did some real wild card move, like Oh Mary?
I mean, that's a great.
That is a good.
That-
fix.
that would be the highest
That's becoming a very easy. We throw that out a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We've used it. It's been a minute, but we've used it several
Really?
times in the past year. Yeah.
But just a choice like that, Let's do a choice that no one in a million years.
sort of like when they had Betty Gilpin do the role, you're sort of like,
Mhm.
really? But I guess it works. And I didn't see Betty Gilpin, but everyone who did see her said she was amazing. And I'm
Yeah,
sure Linda
she's a
Cardellini would be
lunatic. So it
amazing.
was
Yeah. I saw some of the interviews she did. I didn't know she was a lunatic until I saw
Wait,
the interviews.
Is she really
Betty
a lunatic?
Gilpin. She was a little
like
bit,
in the best
In a
way,
good way,
in the
in a
best way,
good
but
way.
she's out of her mind. And I think that she's severely mentally ill, and she talks about that in her memoir. Like it's
Oh
not.
my God.
Good.
Interesting.
I'm
That
glad we
answers a
called
big
her a
question
lunatic.
for me.
No, but but it's like she is like off the rails a lot in the
She's
in a way
unhinged.
that
No,
like
literally, her
makes her
doctor
a
said
great
she's
artist.
unhinged.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I've been to a mental hospital, so I'm allowed to call her a lunatic.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
aren't.
I can't. I
Right.
can't.
I belong in one,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to say whatever I want, and I'm going to use temporary
Yes.
insanity
Okay.
as the
That's
reason.
fair. And I anoint you. You're allowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, guys,
Yeah.
what to do.
I mean, maybe Kyle MacLachlan from Twin Peaks does an incredible job on TikTok, which is clearly produced and everything staged by his child of some time, or something like that.
That's really
But
funny.
it's not like he's never speaking to camera. He's just doing videos of trends. He's never uttering a word. And yet I will watch every single video, and therefore makes me like him more. So now I'm like, what if Linda Cardellini did that? You're still not giving us your full personality or your opinions, but you're rebranding on social media as someone that's just like, I'm in the moment when I want to be.
She would have been really great as if she was cast as one of the new people and just like that. I think she would have fit in extraordinarily
Wow,
well there.
Dominic. Wow.
I can't use that as my pitch though, because it's not possible unless I can, but I really can't.
But do you
If it
really want
comes
that
back-
show to come back, Dominic? You really want season 4?
Secretly, I mean,
Yeah.
sure. I'd watch a one-off of Che Diaz just to stay in that universe for a minute and hate it.
And we hated every
We really
episode
did,
of that
and
show
we
ever.
loved talking about how much we wanted to change
Yeah.
it. We really
I know.
did.
Maybe now I do want it back too.
Oh.
Only if Linda Cardellini takes
I
over as
know,
Carrie.
right? Can you imagine? God.
Wow.
Okay.
No, I like SJP. I don't want her to take over as Carrie. I just want her to be like
Some new
person.
woman that moves in across the
Mhm.
street.
Yeah, but I have
Right.
to think of a different idea because it's gone.
But she needs more than new woman that moves in. That's the thing. She needs more than just
Star.
neighbor.
She needs to be
Yeah.
a star.
She needs star. She needs star. Linda.
Okay, I have an idea. Do you need to think some more, Dominic, or do you feel
By the way, a candle that you can see burning right over my
Uh-huh.
shoulder there. It is
Your
about
shrine?
to burn out. My shrine to Joan Rivers. It's about to burn out. And it's like giving a burning smell into the room. And for the past 10 seconds, I thought I was having an actual stroke because I could smell the embers.
This has been all day. All day, Dominic's been like, I think I'm having a stroke. I'm like, you're not.
And I'm totally fine. I haven't even smoked weed today. I don't even know why. I don't even know why my head is so cloudy. Linda Cardellini has really thrown me for.
Yeah, this has been a whirlwind, like for
Yeah.
you.
I'm not putting her in a regional production of On Golden Pond. I'm trying to think, what is the role that we put her in?
Yeah, mine's a tweak on a classic, is what mine is.
I'd start yours. I'm gonna come
Okay.
up with something. I really can't think of anything at the moment, though.
Okay. Linda,
Edna.
Evelyn,
Evelyn.
Edna Cardellini. What I want to pitch is that she writes a memoir about all of these shows, about
Mhm.
how she like, you know what I mean? All the different people and every show and what it's like being Freaks and Geeks and then being Clueless and then blah, blah, and like dish about like what the set was like and like doing this and blah, blah, and like learning about her. Cause I think that would actually like, everyone would be like, wow, you really are like what just happened on this episode would happen as you read this memoir.
Right.
What was it like to act opposite Heath Ledger in one of the biggest roles that anyone has ever played ever?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? In one of the biggest films of all time. But I just pitched that like 2 weeks ago. And so I feel like I pitched it so many times that I can't pitch memoir again. So to take it a step further, I would like her to do a one-woman show about her own life, basically doing her own memoir on stage. And it could be
Ooh.
on Broadway or like off Broadway, but very close to Broadway, seat-wise, where she does it live on stage and maybe people from her past, like, and it should be called like Linda Cardellini is the best actor in the world or something like that, something crazy like that.
Mhm.
And like every performance, like some big actor from like Reese Witherspoon or Anne Hathaway or Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, et cetera, Busy Phillips, et cetera, like there's one thing where like some guest star comes out and it's one of them. You know what I mean? It's like a fun, because that's like how Broadway does that now, where it's like, here's this surprise guest. But she does a one-woman show where she talks about what it was like to like grow up as an actor and do all this stuff and like be this actor in all these different things. And like George Clooney can come on one time because he was in ER with, I'm sure they weren't on at the same time, but still. But a one-woman show where she like basically does her memoir on stage, and it would be like very fun to go see her. And like she gets her flowers by her telling us that she should be receiving flowers. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's all I can, because it can't be a role or any of these things because it's not going to work.
I know.
You know? She'll just disappear into her life, which I'm sure she actually wants to be not that famous and like get that bag, but then not be Christina Applegate who would get mobbed at a mall, you know what I mean, out in public.
Yeah.
But I think I want a one-woman show.
Yeah, she needs to make it happen herself. She can't rely on another person casting her in the right role.
No.
I like the name too. Linda Cardellini is the best actress in the world.
Ever in the world. Yeah. Right? Because that's funny, right?
It
and
is.
You saw that on an Instagram ad, you'd be like, what is this?
And but you'd also instinctively know that she both knows that she is, but also would never, like, it's not braggadocious. It's not.
No, she's like,
you would know
funny.
that she knows that. She gets the layers of that. Okay. I mean, I'll see it.
Dominic, he's in prayer.
It's going to be a bit. It's going to be. It's going to be a bit of a circus pitch. I'm going to be honest.
Here we go.
I rarely do this, but what I want to do is I want to hand Linda Cardellini over to Ryan Murphy.
No.
And I want a series inspired by the under the radar career of one of America's most prolific actresses of this or any other time, Linda Cardellini. I want every role in the series to be played by Linda Cardellini.
Oh, God.
And I want every character to be a character that Linda Cardellini has played in her career. And I want them woven together into a story. So we see Velma, Chutney, Sylvia from Mad Men, the chick from Dead to Me, all of these. I don't want to say iconic, because if they were iconic, I'd remember them instantly, but they're like just under iconic, all these things, especially Dead to Me, Mad Men, like all of these roles are like you said about Christina Applegate, she's the one getting mobbed in the mall. Although I'm sure millions of people would recognize Linda Cardellini and I'm the only idiot here. That's what I want. That's my circus pitch. I want her legacy to be, I was all of these bitches and you're still not mobbing me at the mall. That won't be the title of it. It could be Ryan Murphy's Linda Land. That's the name of it. And every character is someone that she played. And it's just a tribute to the best career in Hollywood that no one's talking about, Linda Cardellini. And that's my pitch.
Tatiana Maslany is shaking.
It is. We'll call it Orphan Crack. Yep.
Wow.
Linda Cardellini is Orphan Crack. But yes, along the lines of Orphan Black for sure. But every role is not just Linda. It's a role Linda's played before.
Wow.
I mean, that both sounds like an answer someone having a stroke would give, but also very impressive, despite, candles going out figuratively.
Yeah, it's still burning right there too. I smell
she
it.
burning. She burning.
She burning.
You had me. The names are really what does it for me. I really like Linda Land. That's a good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Linda Land.
Lindaland.
Or Lindaland, if you want to be real.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
And then when that show does wildly well, she can create her own Dollyland, her own Dolly Parton theme park.
Dollywood, yeah, like Linda.
Her own Dollywood, and it is Lindaland, and there's a Scooby-Doo themed ride. Like there is actual themed rides that would already exist in a theme park, and you didn't even realize.
A Brokeback Mountain ride, yeah.
yes.
Where you see men fucking in a tent, like, and like her drink, like someone passed out with too many Budweisers, like at that bar that they're at.
Yes, you get a perm. There's a perm station.
Yeah, there's station.
There's so many things you could do at Lindaland. So, wow.
God.
These are.
All right, this is tough. This is a tough decision, Holly. You must pick now, but this is a hard one.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Linda Land is such a good name, but I'm going to go with the off-Broadway. I feel like the crowd that would go see that is the crowd that would appreciate her the most.
Yeah. AK me and Dominic. AK me
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That like would understand what she's trying to do there. I don't think the Ryan Murphy crowd would get it as much as that one.
No, and I feel bad having to turn it over to Ryan Murphy.
Yeah, that's exciting. Did you hear me scream in agony whenever you said that? Yeah.
I need someone to get this done quickly.
Yeah.
Turn her over to Ryan Murphy.
And I was like, yeah.
Chris, like congratulations. A great win.
Thank you.
A great win.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Wow. I did not think this was going to be what this was. And this is a wow. What it was an absolute whirlwind. Yeah.
It was definitely a whirlwind.
Holly, thank you for being with us. Thank you for picking Linda. This is great.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
I was nervous for weeks about Linda Cardellini.
Really?
I truly was. Well, because like many times it'll come up where someone who's from Chris's generation is someone like I'm not well versed in, but I'll know if someone is sort of popular. Mm-hmm. And I entered this thinking Linda Cardellini wasn't popular. I had no idea that she was in every movie and television show that I've watched for the past 30 years. Well played, Linda.
Yeah. Holly, where can people find you online and where can they listen to your new podcast?
You can listen to Everybody Knows But Me on any podcast platform. And we also have an Instagram, but I'm more active on my own, which is Holly Brown Comedy. And I'll post all podcast updates, all show dates for stand-up touring. And listen to the podcast so you can learn a lot about my very fucked up life.
I'm so excited. That's like what I want to say. And I'm getting excited to like listen to your trauma, but sadly I am.
I know. Sad. Yeah. Let it be worth something to me, please. All of this pain.
Thank you for being here, Holly. Dominic, where can people find you?
You can find me at my website, which is dominatory.com, or you can find me on Instagram at Dominick Pupa. You could also find me this week at DC Comedy Loft on Thursday, June 18th. And then in the coming days, I'll be performing in Chicago and Boston and New York. Head to my Instagram and I'll be in Provincetown at the Red Room all of July. Christopher, where can the listeners of our podcast find you on Al Gore's World Wide Web?
You can find me at the Chris DeRosa. You can find the show at Fixing Famous People, and you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople. I wish you both well, and as always, where's Shelley? Goodbye.